Saw this clip that Glenn Beck finally lays into Bruce Springsteen. It's like, and it's that song, it's Born in the USA, that obviously Glenn Beck, 26 years later, finally figured out wasn't about what he thought it was about. Of course, the song was came out in it was written earlier, but it came out in the '84 album Born in the USA. And then in Ronald Reagan's re-election campaign in 1984, Reagan misappropriates the song because of the fist pumping Born in the USA. It just seems like patriotic, woo, we're all born in the USA. The song, of course, is actually about a Vietnam veteran returning home and the difficulties that he faces. Glenn Beck, not aware of that. And here is Glenn Beck in 2010, finally figuring that out. It's Glenn Beck on his radio show, and it is funny.
So many of us don't understand. We haven't come. We're a little late to the party on the Woody Guthrie songs and all of that. It was just all presented as patriotic to us in school. Yeah. I mean, how many of us sang "This Land Is Your Land" in school, and it was like, well, yeah, that's just super patriotic, and that's just a great song. How many of us go to the 4th of July fireworks display? We see the fireworks blasting, exploding in the air, and we hear "Born in the USA" by Bruce Springsteen. We're like, yeah, I'm born in the USA. And then you get filled with patriotic pride, and then you find out that Bruce Springsteen's "Born in the USA" is anti-American.
Oh, Jesus.
Born down in a dead man's town. The first kick I took is when I hit the ground. You end up like a dog that's been beat too much, till you spend half your life just covering up. Born in the USA. I got in a little hometown jam, and so they put a rifle in my hands, sent me off to Vietnam. Go kill the yellow man. Born in the USA. Come back home to the refinery. Hiring man says, son, if it were up to me. I go down to see the VA man. He said, son, you don't understand. Born in the USA. I had a buddy at Khe Sanh, fighting off the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. He had a little girl in Saigon. I got a picture of him in her arms. Down in the shadow of the penitentiary, out by the gas fires of the refinery. I'm 10 years down the road, nowhere to run, ain't got nowhere to go. I'm a long gone daddy in the USA. Born in the USA. I'm a cool rockin' daddy in the USA. Born in the USA. Yeah!
Just feels
Where are the fireworks?
Huh? Yeah. That's what it's all about. That's what America's about, according to Bruce Springsteen.
See, here's the thing that I don't think people understand yet. I think you do. That it is time for us to wake up out of our dream state. Wake up out of the propaganda, this is the thing that people who've come from the Soviet bloc or Cuba, they're all saying, how do you guys not hear this? How are you not seeing this? Well, because we don't ever expect it.
Okay, first of all, the Soviet bloc has been gone for 21 years. Nobody's coming out of the Soviet bloc, and nobody's coming out of Cuba.
Hey, by the way, people who do come from Eastern European countries that lived under fascism, most of them that I talk to are quite concerned about the abridgment of civil rights and all the rest of it. That's a different discussion.
Right.
For him to suggest that it's un-American somehow, I mean, you can say a lot about this song. I mean, if you want, although it's a great, I think it's a great song, but the idea that it's un-American is reprehensible. It's insulting, exactly.
Also, the way he reads, like, I had a buddy, first of all, he says at Khe Sanh, of course, at Khe Sanh, fighting off the Viet Cong. They're still there. He's all gone. Just so he understands what he's sort of scoffing at, that means a friend of his, and obviously he's just writing a song, he's not speaking literally, that's about an American soldier who was killed in Vietnam, and he's pointing out that the Vietnamese are still there. By the way, we fought to keep Vietnam from becoming communist and to save the South from becoming, which of course didn't work. And he had a little girl in Saigon, so she's now without her father, and he's like reading it like, I mean, he doesn't even know what he's reading. I mean,
that's exactly right.
It's a sad, tragic story.
It's an American soldier he's talking about.
It's an American soldier he's talking about, and while it's not anyone in particular, that of course happened hundreds and over again. And then the difficulty that another soldier has had coming home and finding work and adjusting because of his friends that he saw die and the horrors that he saw and the pointlessness of his effort there. So, again, Glenn Beck, uber clown. I mean, it's, and it's a beautiful song, and, and Bruce Springsteen, by the way, started singing it after Reagan misappropriated it only acoustically for a while so that people would understand the meaning of now go play it both ways, because now he's sort of retaken his own song, but yeah, he wouldn't play it with the full band for a while. Because,
that's interesting. That makes total sense. When you
because he was pissed,
right?
Because people were misinterpreting the way the song was meant.
I just don't know really, and I'm losing track even in their lengthy diatribes about this. I'm like the one we just heard from Glenn Beck. I'm losing track of what the America that he's talking about. I really mean it. I'm unclear as to even what it is. So.
He's a frustrating guy.